Harden on the bench. Here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. Anthony out there with Dawkins. Then it's Smith. Then it's Rose. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. And for Los Angeles, we've got Harden. Barnes out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5.
Here we go.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Johnson against Morant. Nowitzki for 3. And Dawkins pulls it down. Anthony finds Morant. Driving to the basket. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial... young fella. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Nowitzki for 3, drills the three-pointer.
And Nowitzki is one of the deadliest shooters of all time. Every time he lets it go from deep, you...
Oh,
yes, goodness. An incredible reverse throwdown, excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Harden left side, over Rose. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Johnson.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you. I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. And then Morant slams it in.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Morant's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Harden inside the 3-point line. The shot comes out. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Smith with the drive.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Now here's Johnson. Dishes it to Harden. Clock at 6. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
And finished off by Rose.
And going to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear.
This crowd is stunned. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Morant against Johnson, and it's Morant missing. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the Lakers, trailing by 5. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And Los Angeles with some changes. Shaq's checked in for Chamberlain. Weber comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Bryant in for James Harden. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Chamberlain's checked in for Dawkins. Yao comes in for J.R. Smith. Smart's checked in for Derrick Rose. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Morant. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Johnson kicks to Weber. Kobe with it. Chamberlain picks him up. The offensive rebound. O'Neal. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Mitchell up top. He's guarded by Johnson. It's blocked by Shaq. Weber dishes to Johnson. Chamberlain against O'Neal. Barnes outside. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks to Weber. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Bryant's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Scotty Barnes.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night.
Carmelo Anthony.
That free throw good from Anthony. Both free throws good from Anthony.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Barnes against Anthony. Barnes right side. Passes to Kobe. Tries from 10. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Substitutions for the away team. Shaquille O'Neal. John Wall. Isaiah Thomas.
And here is Bryant. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
Guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They're penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close range.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago leading by 5. Weber is out there with Barnes. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Bryant in at the shooting guard.
JR with good size and explosiveness. When he attacks inside, he can get it done.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You know how accurate JR is from 3. That's how relatively inaccurate he can be from the line sometimes.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, Dawkins is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Ja Morant. Then there's J.R. Smith, and it's Smart in a 2 guard.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Back to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
And it's Morant missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Wasted no time on that one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Morant drives it. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see
what
that?
A play.
Unbelievable. Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Los Angeles trails by 6.
And one thing about Ja Morant that can get lost in all the highlights, he is truly a gifted playmaker. Great vision, and he manipulates defenses to create openings for his teammates.
Let's not forget, he led the nation in assists his sophomore season at Murray State. His court sense and feel for the game are advanced, especially for a player his age.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Chamberlain's checked in for O'Neal. Nowitzki comes in for Barnes. And it's James Harden in for Johnson. And Chicago also making a switch. Rose is checked in.
Yeah, you got to know Bryant looking to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. The D can't give him any daylight. Clearly a foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting for the away team.
And he knocks down the first one.
Smith.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Shaq. That shot wide open. Kobe's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you really got to appreciate that swag that Bryant plays with. If you give him room to shoot from deep, he's going to make you pay.
In the corner, Harden inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Shaq.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That one drops. He ties it up.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Kobe against Morant. Out to Smith. Stolen by Weber. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. Feeds to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain.
Oh!
No, he didn't. We don't always see a ton of this from JR. The sick handles on display. Nasty dribble move.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Bryant. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
Smith the pass to O'Neal. Rose with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Dirk Nowitzki did not like that.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Harden the pass to Nowitzki. And it's Bryant in the corner. Back to Chamberlain. Over O'Neal. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Chamberlain got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Chicago calls timeout.
Timeout, visitors.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. 1:07 left in the second quarter. Here's Westbrook going inside. Second shot opportunity. Anthony looking it over. Shot clock at 6. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Harden with it. He's got 6. Pass to Chamberlain. Chamberlain against Nowitzki. On the wing, Kobe. Harden outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
James Harden.
For Chicago, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. O'Neal's checked in for Chamberlain. Barnes comes in for Weber. And it's Johnson in for Kobe. And here's Harden for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Harden's got 9.
So lethal from beyond the perimeter. Harden is smart at recognizing when he should shoot from there.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here is Harden. From deep. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago. They lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
Johnson is out there with Harden. Then there's Nowitzki. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. So with Wall on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. They've got Smith. Dawkins is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Morant in at the point. Here's Rose. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
5 on the clock. And that one's good. Morant.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Los Angeles trails by 3. To the middle. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Chicago, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
You know, in most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
And give them credit for the work they've done at the line. Nothing new. They're always impressive in terms of free throw shooting, but still worth mentioning.
Here's Harden, and he drives in. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Chicago calls timeout.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Shaq is checked in for Dawkins. Chamberlain comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Smart's checked in for Derrick Rose. And it's Mitchell in for Ja Morant. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a three-point game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And there's the pass to Chamberlain. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Smart. Back to Chamberlain. That one falls. Chamberlain got 4 points in the quarter.
And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
And here we go. Nobody near Barnes. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Here's Johnson. Harden trying to get open. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his third assist on the night.
Proving once again that he can flat out do it all. Magic phenomenal at creating off the dribble, this time burning the defense with the catch and fire.
For three, Smith. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. And the Lakers with some changes. Weber comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Bryant in for Johnson. And he's good on the second. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. And so Bryant will bring it up for Los Angeles. All alone. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Kobe's got his third basket of the night. Here's Smart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there. Does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in.
And what impressed me about Smart last year, and we're seeing it this year as well, his patience and precision as a playmaker. And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
Chicago calls timeout, and the assist totals show how far Smart has come.
Averaging around 3 times a year at the start of his career. He's now doubling that effort when given the minutes. Good sign for him and this team.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Dawkins checked in for O'Neal. Anthony comes in for Smith. Rose, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Ja Morant in for Mitchell. Chamberlain with the block. Harden up top. It's deflected.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Rose kicks to Anthony. Drives to the hoop. Carmelo throws it down.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Harden the pass to Chamberlain. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Kobe. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Kobe.
Kobe Bryant.
Both free throws good for Bryant. Chicago trails by 3. Morant surveying the D. He kicks it to Anthony. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Here's Morant. Chamberlain with the block. They recover it. Kobe with the steal. Ahead. And Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint. Easily rising up to take that one home.
Chicago calls timeout. Some changes for Chicago. Yao, he's checked in for Chamberlain. Shaq comes in for Dawkins. And Smith subbed in for Anthony. Outside Rose. Stolen by Weber. Fast break, the Lakers for the finish. And the rejection by Smith. Here's the break. Here's Yao. Rose looking around. Driving in. The rebound by Harden. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Shaq. No good from 11 feet. Over in the corner, Rose. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
Derrick Rose has a skill of getting fouled, drawing the defense, and loving the contact.
And both free throws good for Rose.
A tough, hard-nosed guy. That's great defense by Derrick Rose.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Lakers lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Kobe is out there with Magic Johnson. Then it's Weber. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's O'Neal in at the 5 spot. Here's Thomas. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. The Lakers with the ball. 3-point lead. Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. And Nowitzki puts up a deep 3. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. To the wing right side. Wall looking it over. And there's the drive. And the slam dunk by Wall.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Johnson double teamed. On the wing, Johnson. Baseline jumper, and he swishes it right through. 8 points for Johnson.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Here's Thomas.
Okay.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Los Angeles leading by 3. Nowitzki outside. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Tries it from 19, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Kobe's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Wall, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Outside, Wall. Here he goes, and Wall slams it home.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. Barnes, he's checked in for Weber. Dawkins checked in for Chicago. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Shaq. Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. Tries again. Johnson can't get it to go. Chicago trails by 3. Smith outside. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
As athletic as he is, JR doesn't average many free throws. Much more of a long-range bomber.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Chamberlain's checked in for the Lakers. James Harden comes in for Kobe. Nowitzki's shot's good.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Here's Anthony.
Look
out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Harden's shot is off. Chicago trailing here. Outside Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Anthony, a perennial all-star talent, specifically because of that scoring ability, one of the best in the business.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Morant with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Rose kicks to Smith. Pass to Morant. He takes it in.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Here is Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach talk to his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thanks, David. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The Lakers with the ball. The shot and game clock separated by 4.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Timeout, visitors.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Scotty Barnes. Shooting for the
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
They grab their own miss. Johnson outside. Kicks it out to Harden. It's good from beyond the arc.
One of the best closers in our game. James Harden coming up big.
Here's Nowitzki. Count it.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This win sets